Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. I'm telling you where I come from. In my country, mac and cheese is another thing. You make pasta, you make it with a nice sauce because, you know, we have some Italian influence. We have an Italian part in Switzerland. It's very dear to our culture, and we have that. It's embedded. And there's all kinds of sauces you can make with pasta, but you don't just put cheese on it. You know what I'm saying? Like gooey cheese sauce. That's not what you do, or at least not what we do. But here, we're in America, and it's different. And mac and cheese is big. It's a huge thing. So I used to have an opinion about it, or looking down on it, honestly. I feel like, who's going to put cheese on their pasta? And then, you know, seeing a lot of kids like mac and cheese, they're introduced to it, and then they get this, and don't mind me saying this crap versions of mac and cheese, of something that you pour water on, something dried, and with some powdered cheese, and then you mix it up, and you feel like, oh my God, what the heck is this supposed to be? And that's what they think is mac and cheese, and they like it. But then, let me say this. So I had some conversation with some of my fellow Americans, fellow citizens, so thank you for enlightening me and teaching me about mac and cheese. And, you know, the history and what it is. And there's a tradition about it. There's home recipes. There's homemade stuff of how it's been in the family for decades, and how you just pass it on. And it's beautiful, like any cooking, right? And so a friend of mine talked to me about this, like, you know, whoa, mac and cheese. Listen, this is what mac and cheese is about. She told me, and she gave me a recipe. This is what you need to do, Thomas. So she wrote it on a piece of paper, everything. This is what you need, the ingredients. This is how you make it. Boom, 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 step A, B, B, C, you know, A, B, C, D, whatever. Boom. And it's easy and it's simple. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm just going to try it. You know, maybe my kids love it. Maybe I love it. And why not? So I followed the recipe. You know, with cooking, it's great because you can tweak things. I'm normally, I do have basic recipes, and once I figured it out, I just do my own version of it. You know, I would say improve it. For some, maybe it's like, I don't know what this guy is doing. But I love to cook. I love food. I'm a foodie. I love to sit down and actually enjoy food because, you know, back in the days, I used to scarf it down. I see it with my kids. Some of them do the same way. They have something in their mind, that's something they're working on. They come down, you know, scarf the food in and just clean it up, and they're halfway already with the bowl still in their hands, and like, just sit down. Take time. I used to be like this the same way. I felt like, you know, eating is a necessity. I don't have time for this. And now something has changed over the years where I'm like, you know what? This is just to prepare the food, to cook the food, to make the food, have a glass of wine or a beer while you're making it. It's beautiful. For me, it's so relaxing. It's like it does something to my demeanor, my mind, you know, doing this, and the smells, and, you know, especially if you start with garlic and we start with onions, if you prepare a meal, it's just beautiful. And the butter, and oh my God. And bacon, I'm not going to get there, but I need to put bacon in a mac and cheese that I'm preparing. So anyway, coming back to mac and cheese. So I did this, you know, I followed the recipe, I made it, and it came out beautiful. It was like, wow, this is good. This is really good. So the second time around, I was like, I'm going to tweak a little bit with the cheese mixtures. And I exchanged thoughts with my friends. She said, you can use any cheese, just try it, you know, like add something like some spices, make it a little more, get a kick to it, or add bacon, you know, that's the next step. So I tried another cheese mixture, and it came out great. And I actually brought her a piece, and she's like, Thomas, this is excellent. This is great. I was like, I know, this is beautiful. And then I thought, like, now I'm gonna really take it up a notch. So I used a pepper jack jalapeno cheese mixture. And I don't even need the recipe anymore. I know how to do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this. It's super easy, super fast. Great meal. I can recommend it. Even for those watching in Switzerland, listen, you need to try this mac and cheese. It's phenomenal. It's really good. I now understand what my fellow Americans mean with mac and cheese, like real mac and cheese, not some garbage, you know, like just gets places. No, like, you know, like places where it's been cooked and stands there under a red light for hours or all day. No, that's what I'm talking about. Fresh, right? You cook it, the pasta, pour it all together, mix the cheese in, and put it in the oven. And then, you know, cover it, then take the cover off, bake it some more, get this nice little, not even a crust, it's just perfect. So this time around, I'm like, I think I mastered mac and cheese after the third trial. I'm a mac and cheese guy now. I'm American. American mac and cheese, that's what I'm saying. And so I gave it to her. I gave it to another friend. One said, it's exquisite. It's like, she actually gave it to others around her to try. It was so good. It's so bloody good. Yes. And you know what? Thinking about it, I'm actually going to make some more. I'm going to go and see some friends. I'll make some more mac and cheese. And I'm trying a different version again. I'm going to add some bacon to it. I think that's going to be awesome. So thank you, fellow Americans, for teaching me, as a guy originated from Switzerland coming here, to introduce you to American cooking, American cuisine, which one of the staples is mac and cheese. So thank you. I highly recommend it. I will keep it in my heart and will keep serving whoever comes to my table. Mac and cheese will be a dish that I will have in my arsenal, to use from now on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. That's my perspective on mac and cheese.